Assalamu alaikum grade 6. Today we will revise chapter number 2 and we will do question number 1 till 5 and 10. Some of the students have not done this, that's why I have made this video. This is the internal structure of air. Pinna is the outer ear. These are the semicircular canals. How we hear sound. Sound is produced when something vibrates. The vibrating body causes the medium around it to vibrate. These vibrations are sensed by our ears. You can see that these are the sound waves. These sound waves are heard by us. I think I have taught you in this diagram. It is shown that what is the structure of ear. Let's revise it. How we hear sound. Pinna is the outer ear and collects all the sound waves and send it to ear canal. Ear canal has an eardrum at the end. This eardrum vibrates. It has three bones: hammer, anvil and stirrup. These are the smallest bones. After that, these bones a vibration is sent to cochlea. Cochlea is a snail-looking chamber that has liquid inside it that is sensitive to hearing. This liquid sends the signals. Which signals? Auditory nerves are there. These nerves send the signal to brain. So the sound waves are changed into nerve impulses through auditory nerves. Now we will start our question. Question is, in your own words, describe how the ears turn sound waves into nerve impulses. Sound waves are collected by the funnel-shaped pinna or ear lobes of each ear. The sound waves pass down to the eardrum and make it vibrate. Behind the eardrum is a chain of three bones connected to the eardrum with one another sheet of skin called the oval window. When the eardrum vibrates, the three bones move against each other in such a way that they lever the tube, a tube that is called cochlea. Causes a layer of nerve endings to move up and down. This stimulates the nerve endings into sending nerve impulses along the auditory nerve to the brain, where they are interpreted as sounds. Brain gets the signals of these nerve impulses and we hear sound. We hear that who is calling us, whether is it our mother, whether is it our friend, or whether is it our any teacher, whether is it me, Munaza Abed, okay, your teacher, your online teacher. Okay, now we will do question number 1 till 5 as well. One more thing that was asked in the last question 11, that was about semicircular canals. So in the cochlea there are three semicircular canals that are shown here. These are the canals, semicircular canals, that enable us to balance. Here is the sense of balance located. Question number 1 is, if you were blindfolded and given a number of different objects to handle, what could you tell about them using only the sensitivity of your fingers? All the five senses have been taught in this chapter. So the sense of touch is mainly related to our skin, and fingers are the main weapons by which we test anything and we tell what is that thing. So the answer is very clear that we could tell about anything by their shape, texture, and whether they feel warm or cold. Question number 2 is, a few people are born without a sense of pain. Explain how this might put their health and their lives at risk. I want to tell you that our skin is the sense organ for touch. It's not just telling you the touch, it's also telling you the pressure around us, it's also telling you about pain, it's also telling you what is the temperature outside. These 3-4 things are very important to be known by any person. So the answer is, people born without a sense of pain might be unaware of an injury or illness and so not seek first aid or treatment that can cause major problem. Okay, question number 3 is, apart from the cells which detect chemicals, which other types of sensitive or receptors must be present on the tongue? So the answer is sensitive cells which detect pressure, temperature, pain, and the sense of touch must also be present on the tongue. What is tongue telling you? Tongue is telling you what is the taste that you're eating or drinking. But this should also be sensitive about pressure, temperature, pain, etc. Because if you're eating anything very hot, that can burn your inner area of mouth. If anything is not good, it can cause, if anything is sharp, it can cause pain, it can cause cut in your inner mouth. So detection of pressure, temperature, and pain should be there in the tongue as well as food. Question number 4 is, what is the difference between taste, smell, and flavor? Answer is, taste is the sense detected by chemoreceptors on taste buds on the tongue. Smell is detected by the organs of smell in the nose, while flavor is a mingled sensation of smell and taste given off by foods. I'm again telling you that taste is sensed by chemical receptors and smell is detected by organs of smell, and it is mostly gaseous in nature that is being detected by our nose. Question number 5 is, when you have a head cold, lining of your nasal cavity is coated with a layer of mucus. Explain why a head cold affects your sense of smell. Answer is very clear that the sense of smell is located where? In the nose. And if it is coated with a layer of mucus, it will be affected. So the answer is, senses of smell and taste are linked so that a head cold affects your sense of smell and also the way your food tastes. Practice hard, stay blessed, take care, Allah Hafiz.